G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of the Physio Fit podcast. I'm Chris Bryson of CB Physiotherapy. This is John S. McWell of Physio by John. We're down here at CB Physiotherapy today in Airport West to talk to you guys about ankle sprains.
So the reason we're talking about ankle sprains today is because it's the most common lower limb injury found in the general population. This generally happens as a result of the ankle rolling inwards, causing tearing or stretching of the ligaments on the outside of your ankle.
Although an ankle sprain is a relatively simple and minor injury, 40% of people who experience a first-time lateral ankle sprain actually go on to develop chronic ankle instability. This figure is quite an alarming figure because a lateral ankle sprain should be something that's very, very simple and easy to manage. But the reason why those numbers are so high is because people don't take it seriously enough. People don't go and consult with a physiotherapist or a GP and undergo the proper rehabilitation they need to keep an ankle sprain a one-time thing. So when people don't take these injuries seriously enough, generally within a couple of weeks, their ankle's feeling better, they're relatively pain-free, and they go back to sport. But they go back to playing sport without having addressed the deficits they've developed in mobility, stability, strength, as well as power and landing mechanics. These ongoing deficits that are often not addressed or overlooked through rehab lead to multiple recurring sprains, episodes of instability and giving way, and lots of weeks of missed participation in either organised sport or recreational activities.
We're going to be delving a little bit deeper into these deficits and what we need to be assessing and looking at in order to manage and treat these injuries to avoid chronic ankle instability.
The most important deficit that occurs after an ankle sprain is a loss of dorsiflexion mobility. This is basically the ability to take your knee forward of your toes. If your ankle remains stiff, your risk of pain and re-injury increases. A loss of ankle mobility is also a huge risk factor for the development of knee and hip pain, and thus always should be addressed as a priority. Here we have John showing us the knee to wall test. This test uses a ruler to measure the distance we can create between our toes and the wall while our knee touches it and our heel remains flat on the ground. A normal test is anywhere from 8 to 12 centimeters. Anything less than 8 centimeters or anything less than your uninjured side needs to be addressed via physiotherapy and specific mobility drills. Another common deficit experienced post-ankle sprain is a loss of strength. This can be measured with a simple single leg calf raise performed to fatigue. This exercise should be performed throughout a full range of motion, lifting your heel up as high as possible and slowly controlling the downward phase of the movement. We should always aim high in our rehabilitation post-injury, and the completion of 30 good quality repetitions performed in a row is what we should be aiming for here. The loss of stability and proprioception is also a very common deficit experienced after an ankle sprain. The completion of basic single leg balancing exercises should be progressed quickly to high level stability drills that are specific to your individual sport. The Y balance test, as shown here by John, is an excellent way to assess high level stability. The subject stands on one leg and takes 3 turns to touch his opposite foot down as far away as possible in 3 directions. The distance reached is measured, the best score of 3 attempts in each direction is taken, and is compared to the uninjured side. We need to achieve scores of at least 95% of the uninjured side before considering a return to sport. The Y balance test is not only an excellent assessment tool, but is also a fantastic rehabilitation exercise in itself. Finally, the loss of appropriate landing biomechanics needs to be addressed. Alterations in the way we land from a jump or hop can significantly increase our risk of any ligamentous injury in our lower limbs. Here we have John performing both double leg and single leg lands from a box. We want to focus on absorbing shock with a soft landing into a squat position, landing in a position of stability and strength, not allowing our foot or our knee to fall inwards, and not having our ankle wobble too much underneath us.
So there you have it guys, that is the lateral ankle sprain in a nutshell. As a community, we should be aiming at reducing the incidence of chronic instability, and we can achieve this by taking this injury a little bit more seriously and being a little bit more diligent and thorough with our rehabilitation.
Thanks for watching guys. As always, if you've got any questions at all about ankle sprain treatment or rehabilitation, hit us up at CB Physiotherapy or Physio by John. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next episode.